my lovely Morbid thoughts. Welcome back to my channel. It's Morbid Gamer here with another video. So today I want to talk about what's going on in the world right now. And I think it would be wrong if I didn't utilize this platform. So I've actually been talking about this for a while now. Insert montage footage now. I have gotten an update with more skin tones, but it's not one that people enjoy, and actually put out decent and a lot of skin tones out. Then we have the issue of not enough black hairstyles in base game. We've gotten them recently with new DLC, but you have to purchase the new DLC, the extra $40, the extra $20 to be able to then own those hairstyles. This is my top thing that I think needs to be fixed in The Sims 4, and that is a skin tone slider / color wheel. If it's one place that it's needed, it's definitely skin tones, especially for a game that prides itself on being so inclusive.
Frustrating, and it's annoying living in 2018 and not being inclusive enough. I was just like, if you're gonna do this whole swatches system, you can't just put a couple swatches of skin tones and be like, we're good, and not include variety, especially when we get to darker skin tones. I think it's very important to have that have been there already in base game, to have inclusivity to all skin tone.
But I know the black simming community has been talking about this way before my ass. So it's 2020. We need change in the real world. And I know, because I've seen it before, and I know some people are like, well, it's just a game. But in the end, it's really not, because it's a life simulation game. It's supposed to imitate life. It's supposed to represent life and what it is that we see out in the real world. In this moment, my eyelash decided to pop off, and I guess I was just speaking way too much truth that my eyelash was like, yeah girl, pop off, I'm gonna do the same. But I realized this towards the end of the video, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it throughout the video. And yeah, you can drag me for it. It is what it is. And so for a game that's really trying to be inclusive of all people, why have we not gotten this right the first time? I truly think we would benefit a lot more if we had a skin tone slider or a color wheel. I say color wheel just because we do have occult and aliens, and I guess if you wanted to go like crazy color routes, then a color wheel would be perfect, but I honestly don't see us getting that. So I would settle for a slider, because then you can start from your lightest shade to your deepest shade, and you'd be covered. There'd be a whole range of color there to represent a lot of people that this game has been not representing since the start. And I know people are gonna pull up the update, because in case you didn't know, in the beginning The Sims did not have that many swatches, and that was not okay. However, they did add in new skin tones eventually. The issue with those now is that I don't believe they were very well done, first of all, and second of all, I still don't think that it's enough. I don't think we've covered enough skin tone colors to say that we're set, we're done, let's call it here. If you're gonna go a swatches route, then we're gonna need more. Here we are in game. I can sit here and say that I am pretty content with the amount of swatches that I have. I currently have 230 swatches. Let that sink in. I don't think they need to come out with 230 different swatches. I mean, if they do, I'm not gonna be mad. But I think 50 to 60 shades would be amazing. Like the great Fenty Beauty, when they first launched, it was 50 shades that you can go and choose from. So that's what I need. That's what I need from The Sims to be inclusive. Give us that, or give us a slider. I'll take either or. But let's remember that should have been in there from the beginning. Now let's go back to that update that I was talking about. Some of these shades are just not flattering. They have this weird undertone. I don't even know what it is, but it makes the skin tones look ashy. I do have a reshade, by the way, so it might be making them a bit brighter. I can't really tell. I do have a reshade, so it's gonna look a little different. But some of these are just looking ashy. We've heard this time and time again when other CC creators have dabbled in this, and I don't see that same issue. So why How was this approved? Why did this get approved? Like, these are all CC, by the way. These are that I'm clicking on. You can tell by the wrenches. I don't see that same issue. So why is the Sims having that issue? You can tell the difference. Don't tell me you don't. Don't tell me you don't. So we have that issue. And on top of that, I don't know if you can see on screen, but there is a weird, like, I don't know if it came corrupted. I don't know what's going on. If you go in your game, you'll see this for yourself. You could see it around the lips. Sort of. You could see it right in between the Sim's eyes. Something weird going on, man. And I think I'm gonna take an image and then maybe alter the image just so you can see what it is that I'm talking about. But I don't see that with the older, the ones that came with the game already. I don't see that issue. So this is definitely done with the newer shades that they released. Oh yeah, you could definitely tell in the more deeper skin tones, that issue. Something else that I want to talk about is the lack of black hairstyles in the base game, because we have gotten a lot more in the new DLCs, but you have to pay those extra $40, $20, $10 to then own those hairstyles. So why can't we have more of that in the base game? Obviously, I have a lot just because of custom content in CC, but I have to then go out and download those. But if you just have like base game, I suggest custom content. But if you are a console player, obviously you can't do that. That's an issue. So I've gone ahead and disabled all of my other packs. And all I have right now is base game, because I do want to look through, because I honestly don't play with the EA in-game stuff. I download a lot of custom content. I play with a lot of CC, and that changes things when you can then download external stuff to fill that void that it is that you need in the game, in this life simulation game. So I still think, even though I don't really like play with this, I don't see a lot of black hairstyles that caters to the black community. I don't see it in here. And like, don't get me started on this one. This is like when the game first came out. We have gotten patches, I think, where they've added a few hairs, but I'm just gonna say this here now. I think we need more. We need more hairstyles. But yeah, I know you guys will agree with me on this, that it doesn't hurt to have more range, more skin tones, a skin tone slider, actually good skin tone swatches though, not the ones that come corrupted, or I don't know what's going on there, but like with those issues, actual decent skin tones. Don't look ashy, large variety, fill in the in-between gaps. I would love to see it. I'm not the only one that's voiced this opinion. It's been going on for a very long time, where the black simming community was talking about this for a really long time. I know people would even ask CC creators. It's hard to believe, but because we have so much custom content now, but even back then, I would ask CC creators, hey, since we don't have it in the game, could you maybe make some more black hairstyles? Not even then. We've now seen this push, this come a long way, especially with new DLC and custom content. So I think that's a win, but we could push a little bit more, just a bit more, and then we're there. And then we've reached where we're supposed to be. And I can finally, and a lot of people can finally get what it is that they've been asking for. So, and I also want to add in here that it was actually until the black simming community started making their own custom content, and people saw that it was filling a void that was clearly missing within the Sims community. And people saw that it got the ball rolling, but it was not until the black simming community took it in their own hands and got this going. Wanted to point that out. So in the comments, all I want to hear is that you agree, and I'm going to link a petition that's going on in the Sims community for a change for this. I hope you sign it. I don't want to hear nobody disagreeing in the comments. If you disagree, shush, 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 shush. I don't want to hear it. Keep it moving. It's gonna get deleted. That's all I have to say. I'm not even gonna do my usual outro. I'll just leave it at that. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now. So no one was gonna tell me that my eyelash was popping off.